Hey guys, welcome back to Dark Souls. This is episode 19. The last episode, we did a lot of crap in Anor Londo, and we killed Lautrec and got the Firekeeper's soul back. On this episode, we're going to be taking on one of the fan-favorite bosses in this entire series, possibly the best designed boss fight encounter in this entire game. Without further ado, let's get right to it. Our greatest challenge yet. Dragon Slayer Ornstein and Executioner Smough. I just want to say before we get into it that I'm getting screwed right off the bat. This boss fight is great because it's the first double boss fight in this game where the enemies are different from one another, right? You can see that one of them is weak, one of them is powerful, one of them is fast, one of them hits really hard, and one of them hits slightly less hard. Oh, I gotta get out of dodge. Go ahead and... get out of the way here. The strategy with Ornstein and Smough is to use these columns to your advantage to block Smough's attacks, his charges, right? And to try to block Ornstein's charges. Down goes Ornstein, and I'm just going to chuck a flask. Oh, that's a bad angle. A really bad angle. When Ornstein dies, if we had a little bit better of an angle, we could have seen what was going on there, right? You can see his body twitch very slightly, which implies that maybe he's not dead, but Smough immediately kills him and takes his power, and now we've got to fight Smough. Big Smough is a pretty easy encounter to take on. We can roll underneath him, hit him pretty hard, and stagger him. We just want to back up when he does his lightning butt slam, right? I'm going to go ahead and just S this flask up. Oh, come on. We can hear his cackle. And he backs off. We can stagger him if we're careful. A couple more hits should do it. You're a tricky one, Smough. Really are screwing me. And we got it! Ooh, look at that. Victory achieved. Fantastic, guys. Absolutely fantastic. I love that boss fight. So, I'm actually going to do something a bit weird here. I'm going to just linger here for a while and maybe talk a bit about Ornstein and Smough. Because I was concentrating a bit too hard during that fight and I couldn't really explain everything. So we have 6 columns. Oh, wait, not 6. I think we have 8 columns, right? But 6 of which are usable, right? In this fight, the best strategy to surviving, really, is to stay around the perimeter of the room. Circle around it here, and use these column bases here as a way to stop Smough's charges with his hammers, and as a way to block from Ornstein. Ornstein is very, very fast. He's got charging attacks, he can close distances very easily, and he's got a ranged lightning spear throw. Smough, however, is pretty slow, but if you get hit by him, you are going to get knocked down. Ornstein can be staggered very easily, whereas Smough is much more difficult to stagger. And together, they really complement each other's strengths. The goal of this fight really is to keep them at bay, to keep them from one another. Depending on which one you take out first, you're going to fight a big version of a different one in the second phase. I think in the bonus episode, I'm going to try to show off Ornstein's big phase by killing Smough first. It's going to be a bit difficult, though. With that, we're going to go up these elevators. But before we do, I want to point something out. There's a statue of Gwyn and this other goddess, right? And this statue here is missing. Must be Gwyn's firstborn. All traces of him were removed after he lost the Annals, right? A nice touch here is that they have a small elevator here for Ornstein. A large elevator here for Smough. Ornstein and Smough are the last knights remaining in Anor Londo. Smough, the executioner, executed the enemies of the gods, and Dragonslayer Ornstein was in the Great War with the dragons. He uses that dragon lance, and if you remember back to the beginning of this area, those giant sentinels were guarding statues of him and statues of Smough. Over here, if we kill Lautrec by invading him, because you can kill him before you do, you can get Lautrec set. Why don't we go ahead and look at it? Helm of Lautrec the Embraced, representing the goddess Fina's love. During his solitude, he forsook everything, for he believed in the goddess's love for him. Huh. The goddess's arms wrap around it, as if to embrace the wearer. So I think that my theory is that in the undead parish, all the statues of the god we were seeing in there weren't of Gwynevere, they were of Fina. And that's why he was locked up in that church. With that, we are going to go ahead and continue forward. Light this bonfire. Let's take a rest and perhaps level up. We can attune twice, gain another slot if we want, but I'm okay with what we have for now. I think our intelligence is good. We could pump up our endurance once. Maybe let's go 2 in vitality. And let's see what's behind this door.
Thou hast journeyed far, and overcome much, chosen undead. Come hither, child.
Look at that amazing chest. And that music. Let's take a knee.
O chosen undead, I am Gwynevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. I bequeath the Lord Vessel to thee.
By the power of the Lord Vessel, you may now warp between bonfires.
And beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices.
So we must succeed Lord Gwyn using this Lord Vessel.
O chosen undead, thou hast journeyed far.
We can enter her covenant.
Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee, once living, now undead, and a fitting heir to Father Gwyn thou art. O chosen undead, and beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, a grave and arduous test of mental, yea, it shall be. Indeed, we had felt the warmth of fire, its radiance and the life it sustaineth. Without fire, all shall be a frigid and frightful dark.
So we have to succeed Lord Gwyn, and look at that. I'm just hitting that carpet there, or that tape with my forehead, whatever this is, this rug. Oh, it's actually her it's her dress. Wow. We need to succeed him in order to continue the Age of Fire, and if we don't, everything is going to become dark and cold.
Please, Father's role thou should assume, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight. Kingseeker Frat, the primordial serpent, shall guide thee.
So that serpent there, Framt, Kingseeker Framt, he's gonna be our mentor. He's gonna guide us through what we have to do.
Please, thou shalt Kingseeker.
Okay. Thank you, Gwynevere.
Thou shalt go forth, chosen undead. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore.
Yeah. So I guess we have to become God now. It's a bit of a challenge. Once we sit at this bonfire, we get a new command. Warp. Let's go back to Firelink Shrine. Oh, it feels good to be home. If it isn't our friend, Siegmeyer.
Well, fancy meeting you here. You did much for me up above. I am grateful. You know, I was thinking the gates, the old fortress. Was that your doing?
Yes.
Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. Well, am I fortunate? This Knight of Katarina thanks you sincerely. Please, take this as a token of my gratitude.
Oh, thank you. Emit Force. Let's check that out. And the Lord Vessel. Why don't we check this out too? Soul Vessel granted to the Chosen Undead. Lord Vessel bestowed upon the Chosen Undead who is destined to succeed Lord Gwyn. The Chosen Undead is granted the art of the warping between bonfires. To open the final door, place this vessel on the Firelink altar and fill it with powerful souls. Huh. Okay, let's look at Emit Force. Outland Miracle, 4 into the Way of White. Emit Shockwave. Considered an alternate branching of Force. Emits an expanding shockwave orb.
There you are. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
Down below. which means he could be heading for New Londo or Blighttown.
There you are. I'll be heading... There's nothing. No worries.
Crestfallen Warrior is still absent. Anything new with you?
Oh, hello. I appreciate the attention. That will...
No.
Have you spoken to Master... And he has the nerve to go...
Nope.
Goodbye, then. Do...
Hello, Master Logan.
Hello there. Glad to see you alive. Oh. It seems you've come quite a way. Excellent. You're certainly ready. I shall teach you sorceries.
Fantastic. We could purchase items from him now, but we can't talk to him. So he sells the Great Soul Arrow, the Heavy Soul Arrow, the Great Heavy Soul Arrow, Homing Soul Mass, and Soul Spear. Sorcery developed by Big Hat Logan. Fire Homing Soul Mass. Life originates in the soul. No wonder the Soul Mass draws towards it. The sorcery is a window into Seeker Logan's methods. Sorcery developed by Big Cat Logan, Fire Piercing Soul Spear. A symbol of Logan's strength, the Soul Spear is referenced repeatedly in the legends, and it is said to be on par with Lord Gwyn's lightning. Oh shit. Require a lot of int to use those.
Heading out, are you? I too will leave soon. Undead or no, I shan't stay here forever. You have great potential. Don't go and die over nothing.
We have one more thing to do, which is come down here and return the Firekeeper soul. And that brings her back to life.
I am Anastasia of Astora. Now I can continue my duty as a keeper. But I only hope that my impure tongue does not offend.
And she can speak now. Her name is Anastasia of Astora. She's a Firekeeper, and I guess her tongue was removed from her because it was impure? I think it was Crestfallen Warrior who said that she probably said some names, some god's name in vain, and so that's why they removed her tongue. It's pretty brutal.
Please, if you have any heart, leave me be. I wish not to speak.
Okay. Let's try to reinforce our Estus Flask. We can't, because we use the Firekeeper soul. So, bringing her back is a better alternative, I think, than getting Estus Flask plus 3 right now. Because now we can do this. Look at that. Okay, guys, you might be thinking this episode is done, but I'm actually just going to quit out for now, and I'll see you shortly, because I want to show you something else. So see you soon. Hey guys, welcome back to episode 19. Me again. This time we're going to do this boss with the help of Solaire. And we're going to try to focus on killing Smough first so we can fight Big Ornstein. Big Ornstein is considerably tougher than Big Smough. And killing Smough first is also tougher because Smough has much more health. And Ornstein will try to close the gap on you while Smough tries to be a bit more passive. So we're going to go ahead and try to do this with the help of Solaire. And I can also show him off in this battle a bit. I'm going to try to skip this cutscene. It takes a little while to skip. There we go. Instantly, I'm going to get behind this pillar. I'm going to run over to Smough. He's going to charge over to this thing. And actually charge over to me, I guess. Hit through it, which is kind of bullshit, but whatever. Gonna go ahead and heal. Once again, a bit of bullshit. If we hit him with heavy attacks, he will stagger. Gonna go ahead and just S this up. And Solaire's gonna try to come over here. As you can see here, with the heavy attack, Smough staggers pretty easily. We're gonna go ahead and kill him. And now we've got to fight this fucker. Gonna go ahead and heal. And dodge that attack. I'm gonna try to apply this. Go back to two-handing it. And let me see if I can close the distance. And the key here is to try to stay to the side of Smough, or not Smough, Ornstein. And when you see him go up, instantly get back. When you see a spear glow, he's going to try to do his grabbing attack, which you do not want to hit you. See, I got a pretty good attack there. So you see, that's what happens when he grabs you. He hits you with the lightning and then throws you. You can roll through it, though, if you're careful. Got hit by that one more time. Just gonna heal while he focuses on Solaire. Damn it. He had to use that attack, the AoE. Gonna go ahead and get out of the way of that. Gonna use that again. Oh, and he almost grabbed me. And down he goes. Oh, never mind. And down he goes. And we get the soul of Ornstein. We also get the Leo ring. Why don't we go ahead and look at the Soul of Ornstein and the Leo ring, and then we'll call it an episode. Soul of Ornstein, Dragon Slayer Knight who guarded the cathedral in the forsaken city of Anor Londo. Special beings have special souls. Lord Gwyn granted the soul to his 4 most trusted knights. Used to acquire a huge amount of souls or create a unique weapon. Let's check out the Leo ring. Boosts counterattacks of thrust weapons. So if you parry with a thrust weapon, it'll do much more damage. One of the special rings granted to the 4 Knights of Gwyn. The Leo ring belonged to Ornstein the Dragon Slayer. The ring strengthens counters with pierced weapons. His legged spear is said to have sliced a boulder in 2. I could believe it. Alright guys, we have just killed legends. We got the Lord Vessel in this video. The next video, we'll be continuing along and seeing what Kingseeker Framt has for us to do. Alright guys, that's it. Thank you for watching. This has been Fahad Syed from Pixel Icons, signing out. See you on the next episode.